What we're doing today, boys, is we're reacting to Nightmare Neighbours. I just woke up, allow me. Before I mess things up even more, we're just gonna play the video and get on with it and see where this ends up.
Met the lad who lived here and he was a nice guy and he invited me in. And one of the first things he asked me was, what do you know about the neighbour next door? And I said, obviously, I didn't know anything about him. And he just started laughing.
That's never a good sign. If that happened to me when I'd move in, then like, you know, before I'd move into a house, I would check this stuff out because like a house is like your safe spot in it. Do you know what I mean? That's the only place you can get away from life. And if someone's laughing about the neighbour, which you're not too keen about, like, then no, that's a red flag. I would move in.
The neighbours he was talking about are Michael and Pamela Hall. They'd
Oh, they look alright. Look at them. They didn't seem calm. There's a bit of a scar on my man's cheek though, so that's, you know.
lived in the property next door for over 20 years. And Michael had something of a reputation in the local
area. Hang on, wait, no, we're not just gonna go past
20
that.
years. And Michael had something...
No cold, no junk mail, private property, smile your unsees. How much, is this like, where do they live? In Afghanistan? Like, how much defence do they need?
...of a reputation in the local area.
Reputation for what?
But Tim wasn't going to be put off from getting his ideal home at a cut-down price by some neighbourhood gossip.
So I felt that because I liked the property very, very much, I liked the neighbourhood, it was something that couldn't be turned down.
I mean, fair play to him.
Surely the stories that were coming out were a little bit exaggerated and this man couldn't be that bad.
Not one to be easily intimidated, Tim bought the house and got stuck into renovating it.
So I arrived in my work gear and I turned up with another chap that worked with me and we went in to look at the work that needed to be done.
And it wasn't long before he got to meet the man he'd heard so much about.
Here we go,
Within
boys.
15 minutes of us arriving at the property, we were greeted by a neighbour knocking at my door and introducing himself as Michael Hall.
Why is he filming? What?
Despite hearing horror stories about Michael Hall, Tim was pleasantly surprised.
Quite a friendly chap, very interested to find out what we were doing, where we were planning to do it, and how we were going to do it.
But when Tim noticed Michael's property was extremely well guarded, a sense of unease began to build.
That's what I was saying, like, this is such a... Why is it so secured?
Tim started to feel that he was the focus of Michael's attention and that he was being constantly watched.
What?
I want to make you aware of this CCTV camera that's been erected.
Oh, what? Have you seen Lazy Town? How Robbie Rotten has them binoculars things that pop up out of everywhere. Nah, that is intruderism. I don't know the word, but that is too far. The CCTV camera is literally pointing into his garden, and it's not like it's even for security purposes. It's literally just pointing right at them.
You can quite clearly see that this camera is pointing directly at me.
There you go.
Now, if this isn't invasion of privacy, I don't know what is.
That's what I was looking for, invasion of privacy. That's what I meant.
Now I've got Michael, the neighbour there.
This guy's on fire, he does not care. My man sat there with the binoculars as if they're like on some hit list or something. What? Is he a serial killer?
He's filming us, taking photos.
Why?
All right then, Michael. Would you like me to frame some and send them to you?
Ooh, there's a bit, you know, there's a bit of a going on there, you know.
Tuesday the 9th of May. This is Michael filming us again, causing us harassment.
This guy's a worse cameraman than Lavish. Okay, no effort. You know when we tell that guy, right, hide the camera so we don't get kicked out of the shop. This is Lavish. It's there. You can see it's there. He's not even trying to hide. It's there. At least try and get some hidden GoPros here and there if you want to be a pervert. But at the end of the day, like, you put an iPad on a stepladder in their garden. Do you see what I'm referring? It's not hidden, is it? It's not Madeleine McCann, like, exactly, is it? It's more of a fucking tourist attraction.
He's setting up ladders and he's setting up his iPad to film us.
Why?
Because we're working on our own property.
Okay, I'm intrigued now because I've genuinely not had I've not had a bad experience with neighbours where it's like we're arguing or we're not having a fun time. My experience with neighbours, oh, you know what, Bonnie, let's just tell you about my experience with neighbours. I've made a story time about this on my channel before. My next door neighbour passed away, Bakersley, and we didn't know. Mate, that's my only experience with neighbour, or bad experience. Like, nothing about the neighbour, just wasn't a good experience, was it? You know what I mean? But yeah, apart from that, it's been calm. We've got a racist neighbour on this side who doesn't really like us, but I don't get offended by racism. Like, it's personal preference, freedom of opinion. Do you know what I mean? Like, she doesn't like us, then I understand. I know it sounds mad, but I genuinely understand. Like, you don't have to like everyone. Obviously, I've got my preferences as well, so I can't blame her for being a racist. Then we've got the good old Kenyans on that side. For the Kenyan, they are quality neighbours, mate. But it's the occasion, you know, when they're chainsawing random objects for when they're building thing, it is a bit inconvenient. But fair play to the Kenyan neighbours.
He's been at this all day from 8 o'clock with his chop saw.
There you go. Honestly, I would feel your pain, mate. But with Kenyan neighbours, I'm not generalising on Kenyan neighbours. Like, my Kenyan neighbours, they you get used to this stuff at 8 AM. Believe me, mate. I've had a 4 AM. They were mowing the lawn at 4 AM. This was a bit inconvenient doing it in the dark. Why don't you just wait till the day?
And he thinks that we're sitting out the back now, so he's decided to disturb our afternoon. I couldn't believe what I was looking at. It was like somebody from the Halloween horror movies with his leaf blower instead of his chainsaw, going around causing terror amongst the neighbours. And they can be as early as 4, 5, 6 in the morning.
Oh, so he was doing... This guy is a prick. I'm sorry, you must have some psychological problem if you're dedicating your life to ruining the neighbour's life. You don't see me screaming out the window just to upset the Kenyans.
We approached Michael and Pamela. They didn't want to be shown, but agreed to speak to her.
They didn't want to be shown, but on another hand, they're setting up CCTV cameras pointing at my man's house. Like, yeah, no, shut up, you're going to be shown. They are being shown. These lot are twats.
Pamela has been registered disabled for 30 years, and her husband Michael is her full-time carer. They told us that when Tim moved in, they had a good relationship.
He was very friendly. I was very chuffed. I was over the moon after the neighbours.
This is Michael.
And they totally dismissed Tim's claims that Michael deliberately made noise to harass him.
That's absolute fabrication, absolute rubbish.
I have never used any power tool at that time of a morning.
These lot are on the grind, mate. I mean, it's so, like, they're being so sarcastic, that's the thing. They know what they're doing. But what is this, an A-level drama?
The earliest I have ever used a power tool is actually 7 o'clock.
The only time my husband uses the leaf blower is in the winter. It's not to harass or annoy anyone. It's for my benefit.
Okay, I am in doubt, but I'm gonna hear every side of the story. Like, maybe fair enough. It's just a habit of theirs to get everything clean in the mornings. That's just, you know what I mean? I don't really agree with that, but it's a possibility, innit?
So that I don't fall on wet leaves. That is purely and simple. It is ridiculous.
Tim was getting increasingly frustrated by what he felt was constant interference from next door. But when he started work on his garden, Michael's actions would push him to the edge.
This garden was an absolute bomb site when I moved into the house. They came to do the work and I was in the kitchen making a brew for them when suddenly Michael appeared.
A CCTV camera captures the moment Michael Hall approaches Tim's gardeners over the fence.
Was putting a sign
Sure
up
as eggs are eggs. Only minutes after they started work, he was on his ladder over the fence, telling them this, telling them that, giving them the rules. And he even hammered a sign onto the side of the fence, basically telling them what his rights were to go towards the property.
Wait, I am confused. Why has he got so much ego over this house? It's not like it's that house. I don't know. I know it sounds generic, but I don't get how someone can physically be this sad. Like, no, how can you... So your mum has waited the 9 months for a kid to be born, the kid works hard, grinds, grows up, yeah? And he's got his own house now, and he's decided to dedicate his life to someone else's life. It just seems mad to me. I could never. Like, I don't know how these lot do it. My man's fully got dedication to ruining the people next door. Like, he's dedicated his life to them. He is a fan page.
Tim was already annoyed by Michael's actions.
Don't blame him, to be honest.
But when he saw Michael enter his garden, things quickly took an ugly turn for...
Right, this is very hypocritical now. Because okay, he's taking pictures on private property. I know I'm guilty of that when I make all them videos and that. Because who actually cares? But now if we look at it from the eyes of the authorities, he's taking pictures on the property. And plus, remember on his gate early, he had all of them, don't step over the line, CCTV, blah, 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 blah. And now look, he's just contradicted himself. He's contradict. Emphasis on dick, because he's a dick.
For the worse.
And it just made me so angry. And I opened the door and I shouted,
what now, boys?
"What do you think you're doing?" And he turned with his phone and he ran out to the gate.
He's a verbalist then, he's a pussy. We don't play games in these turfs, G. We don't play games. You know what I mean? He's a verbalist. He sees one man and he dashes, G.
And as he ran out to the gate, I followed him out.
Ooh.
And I chased him onto the road.
What we want here.
And I shouted at him. I was very, very angry. I said, "Why are you on my property? What
Bruh, these guys are active. They're defending turf. They're defending postcode.
are you doing? You're not allowed on my property." And he just started laughing. He was giggling and laughing and trying to film me with his phone.
Oh, he's grinding for the TikTok. Oh, fair play to him. See, everyone's trying to make it out the hood.
Tim was on the edge and was ready to wage war.
If I catch you on my land again, you won't be able to smile through that stupid face.
It's all for the gram, mate. Everything's for the gram. Why am I getting a Valorant advert? No, I'm not a loser.
So I installed CCTV cameras that would cover the front of my house, the back of my house, and my garage.
All right,
Tim also began filming every interaction with his neighbour, day and night.
This is 6.
This is mad, isn't it? That a thing like that, a camera is more. It holds more justice than the actual justice system. Do you know what I mean? A flipping camera is more solid than the law.
21 in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning, 7:26. 10 o'clock now, Boxing Day, still at it.
So I started logging everything very, very early, and the log became very full very quickly because there was a lot of foul behaviour going on.
The Halls have always claimed Tim was the aggressor, but it was crunch time, as Tim felt he had enough evidence to make a complaint to the authorities.
We had hours and hours of footage and CCTV and mobile phone information.
Sorry, I'm not talking. I'm just so in the zone. You know when I don't talk, that's when it's. Oh, have I still got my hood up? Sorry, guys. Still from the ends of the roads, you know, the boys.
To protect us, and it was presented to the police and the courts.
A decision was made on who to prosecute.
It better be this guy or I'm going to be
Michael
vexed.
was finally charged with
Boom.
harassment.
Big
And
dog.
he was taken
Victory
to court
royale.
and found guilty of harassment.
Come on, lad.
Michael Hall was given a 12-month restraining order not to have any contact with Tim or Tim's family and banned from using noisy equipment between 9 p.m. and 8 a.m.
I mean, it seems like a happy ending, but there's still 3 minutes left, and I feel like there's going to be a. You know what I mean? It just doesn't seem good because. Oh, yeah, there's police cars later on, so.
So the restraining
we'll
order
keep
had basically told Michael he wasn't allowed to make any noise between 9 o'clock at night and 8 o'clock the following morning, even at weekends, which was a bit slack. So every Saturday and Sunday at 8:01,
petty prick.
the noise started, the leaf blowing, the power tools. It just had no effect. And we soon realised that whilst it had restricted his actions, it hadn't prevented them.
I mean, this guy is genuinely a twat. Like, I am on Tim's side 100%. This guy's a twat.
Hall denies doing anything to intentionally irritate Tim.
See, why would you deny it? What's the point? Like, you're doing. There's video evidence. You can even check his CCTV cameras, right? His house has got more cameras than Curry's PC World. There's no reason for you to. There is no reason for you to deny it.
No, not to make noise and antagonise him. Purely to get whatever needed doing
I mean, evidently you do, because you've already been charged for it. Come on, mate.
done. That was it. I didn't exaggerate anything. I didn't carry on doing anything for any line.
You see, I don't know how to explain. If this was my name, I haven't got time. I can't be asked for next man to be putting cameras and stuff to my door. Like, just get on with your life. How sad? How sad do you have to be to flip? This guy's a dickhead. Like, jokes aside, get a real job.
Mr. Royal is obsessed with my doing anything.
Look at this, man. It feels like it's a flipping high-end
Michael Hall
security
was
prison.
also ordered to take down the CCTV cameras facing Tim's home.
We were absolutely delighted because we felt assured that that would be an...
But you know what the problem is? Even if I had... So let's say the Kenyan neighbours were involved and I reported them to the police and then I win the case. The fact that I still have to live here is like... It's going to create a sense of tension between us. Like, obviously you're not going to like them anymore, are you? Like, it's just going to be awkward. Do you know what I mean? It's just such a complex thing to be a part of. It just ruins everything, G.
end to the years and years of abusive behaviour from him.
But Tim's excitement was short-lived.
Well, we'd had the court case and he'd been ordered to take the cameras down. But 7 days later, the cameras were still on the CCTV gantry out there.
Yeah.
So I made an inquiry to the police and just asked them what the terms of the court order were. And they said, well, they should have been taken down immediately. Police came out very, very quickly and arrested him.
Bruh.
Michael Hall claimed his failure to remove the cameras was just a misunderstanding.
No, it wasn't. Shut up. It's like them lot at Universal Credit when the family are drug dealing. They've got everyone speaks English when you got a gun to their head. Give the UK police guns.
But he once again found himself in court. Tim was convinced this would be the end of the matter once and for all.
I doubt it. I have my doubts.
Because of his breach of the restraining order and how serious it was, we were all absolutely convinced he was going to go to prison for this.
Does this guy have a family and like kids? Because this would put a strain on the kids. Do you know what I mean? You come home and it's just neighbour problems. It's just, oh man, they have enough stress in their lives. That's why kids are all dying.
For a period of time.
Michael pleaded guilty
For a period of time, so it didn't stop.
breaching his restraining order. He avoided a prison sentence, instead given a 12-month community order and 150 hours unpaid work.
And I feel that all the stuff that's happened is totally unjust, and it's had a big impact on my life as well.
Oh, come on, mate, it's not that life-changing. It's like flipping come out of World War III or something.
Tim is still living in the property that he bought
It's only on next man's SD card.
for £60,000 below market value, thinking it was a bargain.
I can see why the house went for so cheap, and fair enough. I mean, there might be some psychological issue with my man. We don't know, but if that was me, then I don't CCTV camera or not, I'm getting my petrol bomb and I am annihilating my neighbour. Because I can't, like I said, I can't be arsed. I don't care. Right, listen, if you enjoyed the video, drop... Oh, there's no dislike, but... I hate this YouTube website.
I might just hold your wood if I need it, squeeze it, suck that shit and repeat it. Idiot, man can't follow no idiots, no girls on my zone, it's men that I'm cheating. If you offer me dick, I'm agreeing, eat it, mash out your man and delete him. A man can't trust no hoes, bro, that's why my ass is bleeding. Every day man's out on the street trying to give some dick to the man then properly. Same time use tongue when I swallow, be honestly, if you want dick just holler me.